Fala pessoal, tudo bom com vocês? Eu sou o Hernani, bem-vindos ao canal Gamers. Galera, vamos para mais um jogo aqui. Esse é o Not for a Broadcast. Confesso que eu não conheço o jogo, mas pelo que eu vi parece ser muito legal. Beleza, já tá em português, velho. Você vai controlar tipo uma transmissão de TV e, cara, você é totalmente da tenão ali, tá ligado? Tem que ser sensacionalista. Então vamos lá, galera, primeiro contato aqui. Tô louco pra conhecer esse jogo, vamos ver qual é que é. Deixa eu só baixar um pouco aqui, que senão eu vou ficar surdo e vai passar tudo pelo microfone. Modo história, estagiário, apresentador. Não, vamos no apresentador, né? Vamos ver do que se trata o jogo, galera. Só vi a temática do jogo, foi lançado ontem, tava ansioso pra ver qual é que é. E o jogo é bem grande, galera, tem 80 GB, é só pra PC, tá? A princípio. Acho que tem muito vídeo, né? Então ficou bem pesado. Acho que tá faltando a legenda, só pelo que eu esqueci por legendas, né? Not for a broadcast. Vamos ver qual é que é. Remapeamento dos seus controles para personalizar sua estação de trabalho, beleza? Provavelmente você vai... Aqui da hora, foto muito boa. Você vai controlando os ângulos de câmera, tal, que a câmera vai pra tela. Não, é tipo um Big Brother. Dia 1, a eleição. Virar à direita. Ah, tá. Telefone tocando.
Hi David, I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through. All right, mate. Dave here. Listen, now I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so you're gonna have to run the news tonight. Now, don't worry, it's not hard, and I'm gonna stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm gonna give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens. Right, look up at the top. That coloured bar is your audience.
Aqui, audiência.
Viewers going up and not down. Underneath that, you've got the screens. The one on the right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now the four small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio, and you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left. Don't worry, I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now, have a look to your left. These plugs control everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again. You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain. Oh, right, okay, they're over. So we have
começou.
until the broadcast. Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk. You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts. Pick any three and load them into the machines on the right. When you've done that, look up to the front again.
Tá. Sei lá do que se trata, vamos colocar aqui.
Right, won't be long now till the signal starts coming through from the station. Stay on your toes. All the bigwigs are in tonight because of the election, so we better not make any mistakes.
Vamos lá.
When you get the signal, select screen 1 with the vision mixer and we're ready to go.
Tá.
You don't see them make me go out and posture.
Yeah, I thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day, you offer me prawn.
Cara, se fosse dublado ia ser sensacional, mas é indie, né, cara? Não dá pra esperar muito, já tá legendado, tá ótimo.
And yet you persist, going 5, 4.
Que legal. E é tudo com ator real, né?
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Okay, we're all good. Next is going to be the throw of the news.
Só tá a leitura do jornal.
There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
Honest Andy's totally independent and corners.
Beleza, cadê o botão de abertura?
Top chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsleeves wins Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar. Megan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And,
Aumentando a audiência, isso é bom. E
E
olha lá, vai estar no 2 a abertura.
Right, button 2, 3,
2, 1.
lovely, mate.
Boa, garoto.
It's the throwback to Jeremy with button 1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes.
Quando desaparecer o globo eu volto pro 1, tá? Caralho, que legal, mano. Tô me sentindo na televisão mesmo. Light News. Chairman Donald. Aí.
Switch to screen 1.
Não.
Lovely, mate.
Muito
The
bem.
votes are in and it's a decisive win for advance.
We often get a bit of interference around this time, mate. Keep your eye on the machine at the bottom right.
À
Use
direita,
that
tá.
slide that's flashing or your scroll wheel to move the wave up and down, keeping the green bit in the white bit.
Tá.
But critics have accused
Ah,
it of
regular
a
aqui,
severe
ó.
lack of actual policies and of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all considered defeat to advances over.
Eu não tô nem prestando atenção no que o cara tá falando, mano. E é o sinal perdendo. Nossa, aquela televisão é antiga mesmo, né? Digital.
All you've got to do now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now the clock at the top is counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0, press one of the 3 play
Tá.
ad buttons over there.
Vai pro
at the
intervalo.
bottom right. I normally play the first one at the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want. I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
The co-leader's acceptance speech.
And 3, 2, 1, advert.
1 minute back, everybody. Jeremy, I need you to fill after the ads.
What? Why?
Rank
Comercial rolando.
ask them about the election.
Personally, I wouldn't try to confuse him with any big words.
Cara, muito bom esse jogo, velho.
I thought that was our little secret. It's alright, he doesn't remember anything I tell him.
Você tá controlando a emissora de TV, né? Uma transmissão, cara, bem legal. Ô, maluco.
Made it to the first ad break. You're doing great, mate. But this is where it starts getting a bit trickier.
Ixi.
This next sequence is what we call a multicam sequence because you're going to be cutting
Multicam.
between multiple cameras
Tá.
to keep things interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of
Três
thumb.
regrinhas
1.
básicas.
Try and keep the shot on
Manter a
whoever
câmera
is
que está
doing
falando
the top
certo.
2. Don't stay on the same shot for too long. 10 seconds at the
Tá.
most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3. Don't stay on reaction shots for too long.
Minuto e 3 segundos,
A couple
tá.
of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules and you'll be fine. It's not as
Beleza.
complicated as it sounds. You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make it look like those. Might as well get screen 1 selected now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
We're coming back from the break. Quiet in the studio.
Os caras uma bagunça no estúdio, ó.
10 seconds, everybody.
Cara, que ideia genial esse jogo, meu Deus.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
E
Welcome
voltou.
back to the National Nightly News. Later, we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first, our very own
Get ready to go to Megan on screen 4.
is here the star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent.
Cara,
And
e pior que não tá
today
rodando o vídeo deles, ó, não tô vendo.
Everything from Shakespeare to the
Tá
shock.
travado.
Blunderclatch on screen 3 when she says his name.
By none other than
Tá
Lawrence
parado os vídeos, pô.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh my dear, I do hope you believe me when I tell you
Eu não sei se é meu HD que tá travando.
They having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Which is called the medicated.
The medicated, yes.
O teu 3 tá falando.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the Rat, that's Peter Jensen, the director.
Give us a look at Megan's reaction.
Wonderful GE.
Lovely. Now back to Thunder Twat.
Several movies, all terribly successful.
A 4 é a reação, tá?
What a wild ride this has been. And do you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic.
Get
And
back to
thank you
who's
so much.
talking.
The character you play in this movie is quite an academic one.
Absolutely right. A science.
Get on the speaker, mate.
Was that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that was the true
Ela é a
story
4, tá?
of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses all
Vou ser
else. Love,
pouquinho
of
ela.
course.
Essa cara de cu dela. Não sei porque eu tô travando os vídeos, tá ligado? Eu acho que deveria estar rodando fluido, né? Eu acho que diminuir a qualidade.
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 bets.
Too long on this, mate.
Rightly.
Ai,
So sweet of you to mention it. But I
eu tenho que prestar
really
atenção em
am
tudo,
not
cara. Não posso
in
ficar
it
falando
for the
muito.
awards. 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the I'm sure. So,
Ó, tem que mudar rapidinho pra ela. Ela tá falando, ó.
awards, what is it then that drives you?
They're not the one talking.
That is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer. Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and often, that's how it feels, doesn't
É
it?
que o vídeo tá travado, mano.
Bleeding, giving, suffering for one's audience. I suppose
Been on that shot a bit long.
Ah, é, tem
I
que
do
ficar
it for
pouco
the
tempo.
people
Não
that I
posso.
inspire, the little people. But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about. in
Aí,
the
tá
world.
melhorando a audiência.
And today, of course,
Come back to the person talking.
change it looks like in the coming few months. What do you make of this
Get back to who's
historic
talking.
election result?
Oh, well. Well, now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed. Historic is the word. Well,
Ele interage muito com a câmera, por isso que eu fico bastante nele.
But, I think I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry, he won't do it again.
That's it, fuck.
Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with
Ah, o
some.
botão de censura.
Opens around the country.
Right, they've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen,
caramba.
but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr.
God.
Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look.
And we're out.
Go to the film clip, screen 1. Cool, looks like Blunderclash is losing it in the studio, but we ain't got time for that. There's more interference.
Porque não tá rodando os vídeos, cara. Porque eu tô me perdendo.
Use that little flashing joystick to the left of the knob, or hold down your middle mouse or Alt on your keyboard, and as the frequency changes, match it to the white bit by dragging right.
Sorry.
Puta, eu não entendi isso aqui.
Now we're going to squash the frequency back by dragging left.
Say it. What? Told you so.
Ih, rapaz, não entendi o que fazer aqui.
Your hair look nice.
See, this is why you'll see.
Jubbly, mate. Next, we're going to change the amplitude. Same as last time. Little joystick or hold Alt or middle mouse, and this time push upwards.
Cara, você tem que prestar atenção em muita coisa ao mesmo tempo, isso que é estranho.
Right, now let's match it back by going downwards.
Vindo a amplitude pra baixo, como que é aqui? Aqui é o volume, eu não entendi essa da amplitude.
Bloody perfect, mate.
Ah,
We have to ask ourselves if we
At the end of the clip, you'll want to play another ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in.
então eu tô vendo mais os vídeos, tô vendo mais nada, tô perdido agora, velho.
Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words. As you probably noticed, the broadcast screen spacebar on your keyboard for as long as the swear word lasts. It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing two things at once. Just stay calm and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you've got to do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line.
Ah, tá.
Simple. Of course, if you do
Vai
it by
passar o
eye,
gráfico
you'll
ali.
have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear. Most people like to have the volume of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now. As you turn it up, you'll hear the advert getting louder. Good. You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember, button lights up, count 1, 2, and hold it down.
Directly to you. With my new nationwide tour, Alan James is right.
Remember to select screen 1 now that you've got the feed. Don't wait for the broadcast to go live. That's too late. You can use the number buttons on your keyboard. 1 to 4.
Seriously, Hadwell.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. I'm told we can now go live to advance headquarters. I'm told we can now go two leaders, Peter Clement and Julia
Caraca, perdi a audiência pra caramba, mano.
Are about to make their acceptance address.
Cut to the outside broadcast. Oh shit, he's pissed. Get ready to bleep.
Where do I start? What a day!
They said we couldn't do it.
They certainly did.
They used every dirty, low-down, lying southern
Deixa o cara tá bebaço, mano.
for you. You saw right through there.
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebrations. Sorry about that. That makes me coarser than the grandest funny. Coarser than the grandest funny.
Tá todo mundo falando junto.
Who complains you for celebrating? Who complains? Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that advance are not.
Tinha que tá, apesar de ter legendado, que ajuda demais, senão você não ia conseguir jogar. Mas você tem que ficar prestando atenção na legenda que eles estão falando, pra se tem palavrão.
You need a team that can change things. But today is day one of a new future. A better, fairer future.
Ainda não dá pra trabalhar na Globo, eu tô meio rede TV por enquanto. Né? É que tá vendo o volume do cara junto.
Again, colorfully pitched, but not inaccurate.
Ah, mano, tô me complicando. Primeiro dia de trabalho, pô. Eles me colocaram a transmissão ao vivo.
To pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced a definitive list of every.
Os caras assistindo na 1 lá, que legal.
You know this sort of probably you rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me,
Vocês vão tá chapado, mano.
in their gated communities.
Tomorrow we will be introducing a sweeping
Curtir o corte agora, hein?
system in this country. No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So, all you bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to hide. Earlier today, we revoked your passports. You want them back? You want to leave like you threatened before the election? That's fine. But first, you're going to pay up. You're going to pay it back.
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation of warring individuals
Verdade.
into a team. To properly fund health and education. To raise the living standards of us all.
The pundits said we'd have to raise billions. But you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute ferret shite. So to you posh twats,
The people who pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs. The people
cara fala pode palavrão, mano.
you raise.
so they've got time to get even fucking richer.
Advance have this to say to you.
It ends today.
We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
It ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back
Ele fica atravessando, ó, eu tenho que ficar cortando pra
in
ele.
the hands of the people who created it.
It ends today.
Yes,
Agora tô gritando. Oh.
ends today. And tomorrow we'll start making it fair again. Just like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and gents, I suggest we all get pissed.
I can't argue with that. Thank you for your time.
Hold it down for the whole word.
Well, well, an interesting acceptance speech there from the leaders of Advance.
Pronto,
And
voltar
our
pro menino.
apologies for the fruity language. Hopefully we got that bleeped out for you in time. If not,
Gostei do jogo, mano, da hora. Cara, pior que isso aqui é muito tenso. Eu já tive que fazer um trampo desse na escola que eu trampava, umas apresentações ao vivo no teatro das crianças. E era muito treta controlar as entradas, porque eles intercalavam com o telão, né, fazendo uma peça do Peter Pan. Nossa, é muito treta, cara. Então, tipo, você ficava cortando e tem uma hora que entrou o barulho de alguma coisa encaixando na USB. Puta, eu fiquei louco, velho. Eu gostei demais do jogo, galera. Achei muito legal mesmo, cara. E aí, o que vocês acharam do jogo? Achou da hora? Eu vou terminar essa transmissão, eu encerro o vídeo, mas, cara, muito bom, velho. Ah, acabou. Cara, que jogo legal, galera. Gostei de... Ó, nota de segmento a mais. Ah, moleque, já vou contratar na Globo. São 3 páginas na primeira página. Mostra como foi a transição, cara. Sequência é uma nota geral. Sequência sem sequência e a mais. Ah, tá. Tirando uma transmissão C, não foi tão bom. Ele é cheio de desafio, mas você vai pegando a manha dos botões, tal, as sacadas, é muito legal, galera. Ó, eu dei uma queda animal mesmo. Foi a hora que eu comecei a me perder com os botões. Eu não entendi o que eu tinha falado. E eu tô usando a caixa de som do PC em vez de estar usando a saída do home, não tô ouvindo nada, cara. Tá dando pra não dar retorno no microfone. Mas, cara, eu gostei demais do jogo, muito legal mesmo. Já vou passar os preços pra vocês, galera. Cara, que jogo legal. Vamos pros preços, galera? Só um minuto, então. Pessoal, tô aqui na página do jogo na Steam. Cara, muito legal esse jogo, achei muito da hora mesmo. Ele tá saindo R$ 35,61, galera. Pô, tá pressão demais, cara. Tá muito legal mesmo. Aqui as... Olha que legal, vai ter outras entrevistas e tal. Cara, aqui a configuração ela é bem levinha, eu só não entendi, eu me embananei por causa daquelas travadas que tava dando. Tá pedindo 4 GB de VRAM, então precisa ser uma placa de vídeo mais top. Pelo menos a minha, né, 550 ela aguenta, mas uma onboard talvez não aguente. Mesmo assim eu vou diminuir a qualidade, galera. Nossa, acabei saindo. Vou diminuir a qualidade porque eu acho que... Teve uma hora que ele não conseguiu carregar tudo, ou eu vou transferir para SSD. É que como ele é muito grande, tem muito arquivo de vídeo, como vocês viram. Então ele fica pesadão na SSD, quase 70 GB, cara, não tem esse espaço não, vou ter que desinstalar uns jogos. Mas galera, gostei, queria saber o que vocês acharam do jogo, vocês curtem esse tipo de jogo? Cara, confesso que eu nunca tinha jogado nada parecido, assim, é tipo uma administração, mas é bem diferente. Cara, jogaço, o preço tá ótimo, queria agradecer demais a produtora que me mandou o jogo. Que legal eles colocarem legenda em português, isso vai chamar um público muito maior brasileiro, né, cara, porque... ia ficar faltando, assim, não dá pra jogar, cara. Sem legenda não dá pra jogar porque tem muito tutorial, tal. Você tem que entender o que o cara tá falando, pode cortar os palavrão e tal. Infelizmente, como ele é... A gente entende que ele é um indie, não tem como dublar, cara. Fica caríssimo, tá ligado? Mas que legal, parabéns pra produtora, pra editora. Cara, muito bom mesmo, gostei, galera. E só lembrando, se não for inscrito no canal ainda, se inscreve aí, dá aquela porrada no sininho, deixa o like pra valorizar o vídeo e o canal, beleza? Grande abraço a todos. Gamers!
I am wicked, you're insane, but I wouldn't have it any other way. If we're knocked out, we'll go the distance.